Hi everyone, welcome to the lesson for 5.8 for CTM. You can find it on these pages. We are talking about the Fibonacci sequence. Very, very interesting, very interesting sequence, and a lot of real life applications that you might not expect. This to me is a lesson more so than almost any one where hopefully it kind of inspires a desire for lifelong learning, where you just feel like, man, that's really cool, that's really interesting, I want to learn more about this, and hopefully that inspires you to do just that as you continue in life. We don't want to make life, we don't want to stop learning when we graduate with high school or graduate with college. We want to keep learning as life continues, life progresses. Never stop learning, everybody. It's really where it's at. So with this lesson, there aren't really many examples, honestly, that I want to talk about here. The book doesn't even have any examples for this lesson, and so this happens to be one of those lessons where I think really it's best if you just read it. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing we did this one other time earlier in the year. We're going to do the same thing that we did then right now. So I'm going to have you write this statement. If you can actually do this for me right now, right after doing this, if you can be a person of integrity and do what it says you are doing right here. So and then I want you to write your name here. Don't write what I'm writing in parentheses. Don't write your name printed here. Don't write that. You're writing your actual name here. And so include that, your name there. Honestly, okay, so be a person of integrity. Integrity here. Actually do what you're saying you're doing. Honestly state, I have read and understood the reading on pages. The reading goes from pages 275 to 279, I believe it is. Just double check that. Yep. And also, I will define, so I'm going to have you define the vocabulary terms back here right after this. So you're going to define these 5 things for me as you're reading. You can define these things as you're reading. They should go in order generally, like you see it there. And then put these in your own words as best you can. Define these 5 words, phrases in your own words for me. I will also define 5 vocabulary terms listed here for full credit on these notes. And then just sign your name right there for me. If you can honestly say you did this, then you can hand this in. If you can't honestly say you did this, please don't hand this in until you are able to do that. So your signature, and then you're going to find the terms here. So at this point, write down those terms, leave enough space, and just go back to there. Just go back to here. Let's write it here. And you can define these underneath. Some of these will take more space than the other ones. So Fibonacci sequence, I want you to define what that is, or tell me what that is. And I believe it was the golden number and then the golden ratio, okay? Yep, golden number and the golden ratio. And then the golden or divine. You'll find out in your reading why they call it the divine proportion, the golden proportion. And finally, I believe, yes, the golden rectangle. So I want you to go back as you're reading through these pages here for me. Define these terms for me underneath here. If you want full credit, I need to see in your own words what you feel like the definition is for those 5 things. And that will do it for this lesson. We are going to be exploring some, I think, pretty neat stuff here as we look at the classwork for this lesson. You can start to take a sneak peek at 1 through 35. We're not going to do all of those necessarily, but some pretty cool problems in there. And hopefully, again, it will inspire you to be a lifelong learner and to be curious about things and to investigate things for yourself and not just have somebody else tell you, oh, this is just the way it is. But figure out things for yourself, be curious, and be somebody that never stops learning. Okay, I'll see you guys later.